Hi everyone. Thanks for logging in. And we're going to talk about why act your age, how to maximize your fitness level over 50. So, first I'm going to tell you that I'm Tina Flanders and I'm from Dallas, Texas. And I am a personal trainer and a life coach, and I am going to talk today about 5 things that I do as an athlete, because currently I am training for Tri-Fitness World Challenge, and it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of good nutrition, lots of sleeping, lots of things that most people don't want to have to do. And the Tri-Fitness competition includes 2 obstacle courses, box jumps, shuttle run, a fitness routine, a grace and physique, and it's really hard. People ask me all the time, how do you do it? I said, well, it's hard. I'm flipping tires and I'm jumping over walls and I'm tacking monkey bars, and I'm going to go over 5 things that I do as an athlete that help me actually do it at my age at 66. Okay, so we're going to go over 5 things: nutrition, workouts, supplements, self-care, and skin regimen. Okay, let's see. First of all, nutrition. It's probably the most important thing as an athlete that you need to do, because you need to fuel your body in order for you to compete. You need to put the nutrients in it that you need in order for you to get to the end of the game, or get to the end of the race, or whatever it is you're doing, or get to the end of the obstacle course. So I just wanted to let you know that what I basically do day to day is I eat a Mediterranean diet, which is fruits and vegetables and fish and poultry, whole grains, nuts, beans, peas. I cook everything in olive oil. But first and foremost, I drink plenty of water. And, I eat 6 small meals a day. I'll eat a good breakfast. Then I'll have a mid-morning snack. Then I'll have lunch, which is a protein and a couple veggies. Then I'll have another snack in mid-afternoon, and which is either a handful of nuts, maybe some tuna or something, just to get me hold over until dinner. Dinner time, I'll have another protein, maybe a few veggies, and then I'll sometimes have a protein drink before bed. So that's pretty much every day that I do, especially during Tri-Fit training, because you have to really fuel your body. So if anybody has any questions at the end, we will ask about that. If anybody has any questions about all of that. So, okay. Next, we're going to talk about workouts. Now, during Tri-Fit training, I work out 6 days a week, and most days I work out five days a week. But during Tri-Fit, I have to do 6 because I've got to make sure that I get everything in. Every day I'll work a couple of different muscle groups, maybe back and biceps one day, chest and arms the next day, legs the next day, shoulders the following day. Just depends on what it is I'm doing and what I'm trying to focus on. I'll do cardio every other day. In my 20s, I was able to do lots of running. I did distance running, but now as a 66-year-old, I can't do that on my joints. It's too hard on my knees, too hard on my hips, and I want to be able to run and walk and do all of that in 20 years. And I have to think of more of my family now. I've got grandbabies on the way, and I just have to make sure that I take care of myself for that reason. And I have a foot injury that I acquired in my 20s that I slid into third base and my foot broke in 3 places, and now I have, it's bone on bone, and it's very painful. So I can't really do any running unless it's on a very soft surface. So, you know, again, something I could do in my 20s, I'm no longer able to do. Okay, let me talk about supplements. Supplements that I take on a daily basis. The first thing I do, I take collagen. I do collagen in my coffee, and this is a brand that I use. Jillian Michaels promotes it, and I thought it was good. It tastes good. You know, I mean, it really doesn't have much taste, but it's better than most. I use a 5 grams of BCAA, which is muscle recovery and muscle repair. I put it in my water, just 5 grams of that. Most days when I'm working out, I'll do a pre-workout powder, and it's basically, this is the brand I use. Again, there's all kinds of them on the market. I get all of these products on Amazon, not to promote Amazon, but it's just easy for me to order it. I use creatine when I'm working out too, that kind of helps enhance the muscle growth, and this is the brand I use. When I do take a protein drink, I'm using Isopure. That's a brand that I've used for years and years. I really like that. And I do that for the taste. I buy the vanilla so that if I want to mix fruit with it, it tastes better, and I won't have to worry about mixing with chocolate. But that's the one that I use. Sometimes I use a powdered carb. This is the one I use. Again, everything I get is on Amazon. If I need a little extra energy, I'll put that in my protein drink. As far as vitamins go, I take vitamins that I get my blood tested once a year, and I just take the vitamins that are required for my body. And currently I'm taking B12, calcium, selenium, magnesium, vitamin E. I take a probiotic, which is good for gut health, and I also, as a 66-year-old, take 1 baby aspirin in my care. Okay, next let's talk about self-care. I get massages on occasion. I get chiropractic care once or twice a week, sometimes 3 if I'm really feeling like I need it. If I'm doing like tri-fit training and maybe I hurt my shoulder, something happens with my hip or my knee, I have no problem doing physical therapy just to get that injury up to speed. I take hot baths with Epsom salts and calming soaps. I drink hot tea. I meditate. I have alone time. I read books. And what's number one important to me is getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep. And I usually do, because I'm up at 5:30 or 6 every morning, and I'm in bed by 9. I'm clearly sleeping by 9:30 or 10, and I'm out. I just sleep is so important, and I did a webinar not long ago on sleep deprivation, and realized how oh my gosh, sleep deprivation can do so many things, mainly to your hormones, where you just, everything gets screwed up. You get brain fog, you can't think straight, it doesn't help you get through the day, you're tired, it makes you cranky, all of that. So I'm very into getting what I need for sleep. And I didn't really need that in my 20s and my 30s, even my 40s, but you know, as you get older, that's kind of how it works. You've got to get the rest that you need to get through your day. One other thing that I have realized in the past 10, 20 years is the importance of wearing a helmet. I didn't think it was that important when I was in my 20s and my 30s, and when I was riding my bike, or I was riding a horse, or even snow skiing. But I'll give you an example. I went skiing in January with some friends in New Mexico, and and my husband said, please don't get hurt. And I said, oh, I know, I'll be really careful. And the very last day we were going down for lunch, half day, and my friends, we had just racked up our skis. My friends were facing me, and all of a sudden my friend tried to grab me to pull me away. And next thing I know, I am flat on my back. A 13-year-old hit me, and I landed on my head. And I'm telling you, I am here today because I wore my helmet and I didn't take it off. So I was so thankful. Anyhow, that's my message about that. Skin regimen. Now, this is something that not everybody really is all that concerned about, but I am. And mainly, again, as I aged, I realized how important it is to wear sunscreen. In my 20s and 30s, I was able to, get out in the sun and do whatever I wanted, and was no problem, I thought. But a year ago, I had some melanoma taken off my back, and fortunately, I had moved from one skin doctor to another, and the new doctor found it and said, you are so fortunate that you moved. And I said, yes, I am. And so sunscreen is number one on my list. I don't ever forget it. I don't leave the house without it. And I put it, I use a brand called Supergoop that I again got on Amazon, and I put Neutrogena 55 all over my body wherever I go. Whenever I'm in the sun, and that is just really, really important. It's just one thing that I do not forget to do. And I'm sure you've seen those lists where people ask 85-year-old, so what is it that you would tell your 21-year-old self? Every list has sunscreen, so don't forget that. I want to leave this on one note. Something that my dad used to say to me. He said, Tina, always have a PMA. And I said, what do you mean? He said, positive mental attitude. And I was like, oh, well, that's a good idea. And he said, no, you have to understand that there's always someone worse off than you. So it's important for you to have a PMA. And I said, well, that's really smart. And I've always lived by that. And so I try to be positive with people. I try to be positive every day and wake up grateful for what I have. And that's what I try to live by. Okay, so we're going to leave it for a Q&A here in just a second. But I wanted to also say one more thing. What I'm doing right now that I started about 8 months ago is I joined a group called FitFx Global, and you can go to fitfxglobal.com and see our website and see our bios. Right now we're running a special. It's an online training program, and it's got nutrition, we have books, we have articles, all kinds of things in our website. And we're running a 12-week program right now. The first month is half off, and then the second and third is not. Also, for you Dallas people, I have moved to a new gym, and it's called Monster Fitness in Richardson. And for anybody that wants one-on-one training, if you look on the website, just know that the trainer members get a much discounted membership. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so I need to find my Q&A questions so that you all can ask me questions. All right, here we go. I see. Okay. Yay. Okay, now I can finally see questions. Sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to... Okay. Does anyone have anything they want to ask? I'm trying to look through here. Okay. Let's see. Well, okay, I'm looking. Does anybody want to ask any questions? Oh, there we go. Do I have joint pain? I really have joint pain only in my foot, the one that's broken. It is painful 24/7, and it's very difficult for me to train because of it, but I just train through the pain. I mean, that's all I can do because I have no choice but to, you know, work through the pain while I'm training. And it's really difficult for me during tri-fit because I have to go to a track that has the soft, flat turf. Otherwise, it's so painful on my foot for 2 or 3 days. So let's see. Anybody have any questions? Let's see. Does the pre-workout and creatine help with workout stamina? I'm getting fatigued quicker during workouts. Yes, I believe it does. The pre-workout really gives me a jump on my workout. And the creatine makes me feel stronger. And I think it helps enhance the production of the protein that we're building in our body. And it makes the muscles grow. So it works for me. I'm not sure if it works for everyone, but do I sleep well? Yes, I sleep really well. I do, however, take melatonin on nights that I just can't seem to wind down. Sometimes I'm thinking about something, worried about something, you know, my kids or whatever, and melatonin seems to calm me down and let me sleep, you know, comfortably. Any more questions? Core regimen for my fitness routine. My core, oh gosh, my core, I did a real good core workout today. I did the captain's chair. I did 12 reps of that. Then I did a minute of plank. Then I did the roller, you know, the roller that goes forward and backward. That gives me a good workout. And then I did a Russian twist, 30 of those, and then I repeated each of those 3 times. I'm trying to get fit, guys, for tri-fit. Anyway, any more questions? Let's see. Late to the stream. Hi, Brian. Speaker issue. Noticing my second half of the day, learning how to adapt my workouts. Okay, speaker issue. Noticing my second half of my 30s and learning how to adapt my workouts. Let's see. Oh, second half of 30s and learning how to adapt my workouts. Adapt in what way? Hi, Cindy. I'm really not quite getting the question from Brian. I'm sorry, I didn't know exactly what you wanted there. Maybe you could elaborate. Let's see, core, let's see, tonight. Oh, I love my Epsom salt baths every night. Let's see, chocolate coconut collagen, oh, that's great. Anyone else have any more questions? If not, you can always leave your email, your cell number. I can text you later or answer any questions in an email. And again, just remember we're having a special now on our online training. And we have training and nutrition. We also have specific training or nutrition based on, like if you have inflammation, we've got a great nutrition system set up for arthritic people. So we have articles, we have books, we have a plant-based nutritionist online, and she's wonderful. But anyway, if anyone needs any more questions answered, please let me know. Oh, statement, Brian, late to stream. Okay, learning how to adapt your workouts. Okay, thank you, Brian. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for logging on tonight. I really, really appreciate it. And again, if you guys have any more questions, please let me know. And I hope you guys have a end of a terrific Tuesday. See you all.